To the air, it's Carr. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run the counter. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The handoff to Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. This defense had its work cut out for them when a guy can get out of the pocket like that. It'll be 4th and inches.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Wesco. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Clemson set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, it's Johnson. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Keeping his eyes downfield. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for room, it's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run inside. It's Mobley. He's got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Throwing, Carr. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Sells to fake. Right side, it's Johnson. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they've brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Haynes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Zone for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 72 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Here's Carr to throw. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Sends it back in motion. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for the edge. It's Mobley. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Carr. Look out. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. To the air, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. C.J. Carr firing again. They're working that left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate.
Snags it, and he's open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game one, now a touchdown catch in game two. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Haynes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Rush is on, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Back to pass on second down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Send the tight end in motion. Play action, C.J. Carr. Out wide, it's Flanagan. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Throwing, Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Holds on. It's more. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Clemson will send the punt team out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Changing the routes with his receivers. They give it back to him. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Here's Carr to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to throw. It's Carr. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Hits inside. It's Haynes. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Wesco. He makes the catch for the two, and now they're down by just a field goal. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick give, it's Mobley. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll go to the counter play. Stop right there.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Snap in the shotgun. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Running inside, it's Mobley. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just got rid of that one.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The kick is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Trying to squeak through the pile. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. Knocked down immediately, and he'll be stopped short of the sticks.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away. Trying to get started. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Play action. Carr. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Swamped immediately.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Wesco. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Straight ahead, it's Davidson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Turn. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the turnover squandered an opportunity to put this game away a moment ago. Now they'll have to pull it out of the fire in a tie ball game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Tight end now in motion. They'll run him again. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Drops back on first down. Back's got it on the screen. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Looking outside, it's Mobley. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is in the air. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to throw on 1st. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Breaks into the open. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Handoff to the lone back. Got a little space. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Right back to the well. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Clemson calls it second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Got some green grass. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go, ready. Blue, 22.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, it's Mobley. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Finds a crease. It's Young. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. Splits the uprights. Good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one.